Yo, and welcome back to the YouTube, and today I'm going to teach you how to dial your scooter. But before we jump into that, let me give you an update about my foot. So I went to the A&E clinic and found out I haven't actually fractured my foot, and I've just got really bad tissue damage, so it could actually take longer than a fracture. It could actually take 3 months or more. It depends on everything, but I'm working on it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, all in the chat, in the comment, and hopefully it's a speedy recovery. Let's jump straight into the video. So I'm going to teach you how to make your scooter sound like this all the time. So there's a few reasons why it's good to have a scooter dialed. Reason number one, if your scooter's dialed, it's going to make your scooter last a lot longer. The reason being that it'll make your scooter last longer. If you got a loose headset, for example, it's going to make the parts inside of it rock around if it's loose, what's going to cause damage to your headset. Or obviously if it's your wheels, then it's going to put more force on your axle, etc. Obviously a headset is very delicate metal, so if it's loose, it's gonna make the metals bend and so more, what's gonna make you have to spend out more money on new parts. So just tighten your scooter. Part number two. So personally, I think once your scooter's dialed, it runs a lot smoother and your scooter doesn't feel like it's about to break on you. But let's get into the steps of the noises and stuff and show you basically how to dial your scooter. Sound number one. If you hear this sound, turn around and drop to the ground. So if you hear this sound, most likely sound you'll probably hear whilst you're scootering, what is the wheels. And you can tell if it's the wheels because obviously it's rocking. Also, if you go like this, it sounds broken. All you have to do is either grab a 5mm or 6mm, because they're mostly the size that you're going to need. For me, it's a 6. And a weird epic Allen key, as I got a special axle, and then you just tighten it all the way, and literally to the tightest it can go. But make sure that your wheel is still moving, because if it's too tight then it's not going to move, but if it's not moving then you could have a problem with your bearings, so make sure you double check that. Sound number two. So you can hear this little tinkety tank noise. Huh? If you hear this noise and it's coming from the back, you could assume that is the back wheel, but if you look carefully, it's wibbly wobbly. So you will need to grab probably a 3 or a 4mm Allen key, but again I need the special Allen key. Nice. Get this bad boy, and again tighten it to about hand tight, or as tight as it goes really, but you don't want to over tighten it and like thread the bolt, and then it's gonna give you problems. And now if you listen to the scooter, it sounds beautiful. Sound number 3. Personally, this is the worst noise, and the one what happens to me the most. This always becomes loose, especially if you're going ham at the skate park. But this one takes a bit more work to do, but you just grab a 5 or a 6mm Allen key. So let's go grab it. Allen key. But you want to loosen these bolts gradually, so you want to go like this. Do this one at a time, and then this one. This is because if you do them one at a time and like all the way loose, you can end up threading your clamp, and then you're gonna have to buy a new one, aren't you? So you don't want that. You don't want to spend no more money. Before you tighten this, you want to only do it hand tight. That's what I do it to. There's some riders who prefer your headset a bit looser, and some like it tighter. I'm like in the middle, because I think it spins faster when it's a bit loose. Just do it hand tight and you'll be chilling. You want to make sure that it spins halfway. Perfection. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Number 4. Sound 4. As you can hear, it doesn't really make much sound, but this one is definitely one that you want to check, because this can happen. Yeah. You don't want that happening when you're mid-air and doing a trick, because you're not going to be able to go back on, are you? So this is one that you want to check. I actually did forget, and it's your clamp. So you get the 5mm or 6mm Allen key. Kind of went through the steps already. You want to do it pretty tight so your bars are not going to just come flying off. It's that simple. These are like 4 simple steps that you want to do when you get to the skate park. Just make sure it's all tight and just safe to ride basically for your session. As you can see here, if your clamp is actually squished together, then your clamp's toast basically. You need to get a new one. But as you can see here, it's not toast because it still has more room to like tighten to make sure that your bars are clamping together and not going to come flying off. And now your scooter is all dialed and ready to go. And they're the simple steps on how to dial your scooter. Just make sure you're not hammering stuff down. Make sure you're putting your headset on the correct way and not upside down, because that can cause you problems and then you're gonna have to spend more money on scooter parts. But thank you all for watching this video. If you need any other tips on scooter related things, comment down below what videos you would like to see. But thank you all for watching, and I hope it helped you dial your scooter. See you in the next video.